Welcome back, everyone, to Bob's Reviews. Today we have a little bit of a special review. Everything in this review was bought by me for doing the said review. I'm very excited about this video, so it's going to be a little bit of a long video. So grab yourself a coffee or your poison. For my Filipino viewers, please grab some cotton for your nose. Just a joke. Beautiful day here in Pasay, Philippines. And today we're going to do a review on an amplifier. Yes, the SMSL A300. Now, I retired the Sony receiver that I had, integrated amplifier. And I wanted to try something new. And I heard so much about the Class D amplifiers have gotten so much better now. Long ago, back in the old days, Class D was really not sought after. You have Class A, which my Krell was, makes the best, cleanest music you can buy, but it also requires mad amount of power and it produces mad amount of heat. I used to have to run my air conditioner in Makati on high when I was listening to my Krell. This is Class D. They run cooler, you consume less power, but they produce higher watts, which makes no sense. But here we are. Let's get into the box. This is how. Now, some of the sellers on Lazada and Shopee require you to make a video as soon as you receive the package of you opening the package for you to be able to receive the warranty. Okay, so I had to open up the package, make a short video of opening the package, and send it to the seller. Now, once I did that, I couldn't do an unboxing type of video. So what I wanted to do was actually try it out. Now, I tried her out for 2 weeks, and I pushed her hard. And we'll get into that a little bit later in the video. But this is going to be a true review. I've used it. I can give you my honest opinion about the receiver, about the amplifier. Comes in this box, typical SMSL box, the white with the black, and they call it a high resolution power amplifier. Technically, this is not an amplifier. This is an integrated amp, because you could do so much more with this than just being an amplifier. Now, some people on YouTube have given them a pick because of that. And all I have to say about that is, remember, this is a Chinese company. The Chinese company, English is not their first language. So I'm going to say something got lost in translation. And this is the reason why they call it a power amplifier. But we'll get into that more later. SMSL. They started in 2009, and I'm not even going to begin to try to pronounce the company, but there it is there. That's what the SML stands for, right there. The box itself is pretty straightforward. High res up in the corner, SMSL, high resolution power amplifier A300. Nothing on the back. We have a barcode and a little bit of information about the company, made in China on that side. Sorry, my box is not big enough for something like this. On the other side, we have SMSL emblem or badge. Let's open her up. Ooh. We have owner's manual printed in English and Chinese. We have a little bit of a warranty card here. Nice. The manual is pretty good. Oh, that's the Chinese side. The manual is pretty good. It's very small text. I could read it. I had a little bit of problems. I had to take a few pictures with my camera and then enlarge the picture. But it's got a lot of specs in it, and it tells you how to use it pretty much. no problem. It is pretty good. I will give them a thumbs up for that. It's okay. Open it up. Take the cover off. You receive it just like this. A real power cord. Remote. Don't forget to buy batteries. SMSL, to save money, do not include batteries. They got me a couple times now in which I did not have any AAA batteries around the house. I only had AA's. So don't forget your batteries. You have a Bluetooth antenna. And the unit itself. Let's take it out. Let me get rid of this box. Let me put the paperwork back in the box so I don't lose it. Now, I picked this up off of Shopee. It's available on Shopee and Lazada. And it's about 9,000 to 11,000 peso. About $200. You could pick it up for $199 in America on Amazon. It's currently for sale. Take it out of the bag. It is a nice looking unit, I must say. She does look sharp. She's got this beautiful volume knob, which is really nice. I like this. You can control this unit without the remote, but the remote is a big bonus. It's nice. You got your power, menu, input, A300, SMSL. You have a display over here. The side venting holes here. You have some venting on the bottom. A warning and the serial number. Some venting on the other side. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more venting, but I've ran this for hours and she has not even gotten warm. On the back, we have our power output, which is a regular cable. We're not using no power brick. I really can't stand those annoying power bricks. You have a few items that use power bricks and it starts taking up a lot of floor space. You have your on-off switch here, which is a very nice feature to have on these. Very nice. You have your terminals here, which are nice and big, well made, gold plated inside, copper. These are nice lugs. I like these. These are nice. Full size USB, Bluetooth antenna. This is a 2.1 amplifier. So 2.1 meaning you can hook up a subwoofer. Nice. And then you have your line in 1, line in 2. Good place to use your caps. Don't forget Bob's tip, the black RCA caps to cover up the ones that you are not using, which I like very much. This one here I have capped off is to use it if you're running it as a monoblock. Then you would take another one and you would connect the two of them through this RCA connection here. So you could use this as a monoblock or a 2-channel. You could run 4 ohm, 8 ohm speakers, no problem. At 8 ohm speakers, this is 85 watts times 2. If you're using 4 ohm speakers, it's 165 times 2. And if you monoblock it, it's 330 watts into 1. Holy smokes. I cannot believe you're getting that kind of power out of this. But I have seen it on a test device, and it does put out what it states. Unbelievably. And I'll tell you what, it makes my speakers hum. This thing is unbelievable. Total harmonic distortion is at an unbelievable 0.004. That's super clean. Super clean. She uses, what's nice about SMSL products is it's not just a Chinese made product. They use the chips from known chip makers and good chip makers. This one has a German made Infineon chip MA5332MS. It also uses a Japanese made NJW1194 volume control chip. So the items that they use to make this are high quality and do a wonderful job in producing music. I tell you, this is really nice. Has built-in Bluetooth, of course, as I said, 5.0 Bluetooth. Has 8 modes of EQ. She's 208 millimeters wide, or 8.2 inches. She's 185 this way millimeters, or 7.2 inches. She's 41 meters high, or 1.6 inches. She weighs 1.3 kilos, so she's got some heft to her. She really does. Also 2.8 pounds if you're using English pounds. I must say it has a high pass filter for the sub, and it works with the 2 speakers. So what it basically does is it shuts off the low frequencies to your speakers and only sends it to your subwoofer. So I tell you what, it's like a marriage made in heaven when you use that, when you do that. It really sounds great with my Wharfendale subwoofer. Really good. Blue LED, I love blue. I'm cuckoo for blue. Blue used to be the most expensive for displays, and I remember my DPM variable voltage mod. It was a Texas Instrument chip, variable voltage, and Boss Dodge made I think 3 or 4 with a blue display, and I was able to obtain one of them, and I loved that mod. And especially with the blue display, it costed more for the blue display. That's why most of the makers went with red or the green. But I love blue, and you could control the brightness, turn it off if you want to. You have all that accessibility with the remote, which is awfully nice, very nice. You have tone controls, bass, treble, super bass, 8 modes from EQ. I'm telling you, I have never been so impressed with a unit. I wake up in the morning and I look forward to going into my living room and turning it on. And when she's paired up with the SK10 DAC, I tell you what, it's unbelievable. It kills my Sony. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever go back to AB. I think I will stick with the D. I'm very happy with this. Very happy. I couldn't even tell you how happy I am. This is a nice unit. And for the money and for the quality that's gone into it, you cannot go wrong. I highly suggest this. We'll go out to the living room and I'll hook it up. Warning, out in the living room I got blinking lights. So if anybody's got a problem with blinking lights, fair warning, blinking light, blinking light, blinking lights. So it's my Christmas tree. I just wanted to show you that, guys. Once again, here's another view of the back. It's really nice. Don't forget your RCA caps for the terminals that you're not using. Okay? I really, really like the fact that it uses power, a nice heavy-duty power cord. It is a European style plug. But make sure if you are using this, make sure to plug it into an AVR or surge protection. Surge protection, very important here in the Philippines. Even in America, I would recommend it. Okay? I never did before in America, but now since I've experienced some of the brownouts here and blackouts here, I highly suggest that you do. I've blown up some equipment by not running it through a surge protection. So when the power comes back on in the condo, poof, problem. Okay? I even have my refrigerator, my inverter LG refrigerator is plugged into surge protection. Okay? All my TVs, surge protection. TVs are expensive. I don't want to lose one. My soundbar, surge protection. All my stereo equipment, surge protection. So, fair warning, I'm giving you guys a little bit of tip. Please use the AVR surge protection. We'll go out to the living room, we'll hook her up, and we'll go from there, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. You may hear the fan behind me blowing. I apologize. I had turned the aircon off. It's not an aircon day. It's cloudy out. Good enough to run the fans. It's not hot in here at all. I have it hooked up. I'm listening to the YouTube, of course, copyright free music. I'm using my Mission speakers. Review will be up next after this review. I was so excited about this amplifier, about this integrated amplifier, that I had to do the review on this first. And I have the SK10 on top, my DAC, amp below, CD player right there, and I can't believe the CD player is bigger than the integrated amp. The Mission speakers. Let me zoom in a little bit. There it is. Now I had someone comment on my last video about, you didn't even show how to hook it up. Well, it's hard for me being a PWD. I'm sitting on the floor right now. I had to sit on the floor to hook it up. It's hard to sit on the floor and using both my hands hook it up and hold the camera. I cannot do that. I'm not an octopus. I apologize. I will invest in a tripod soon. The one that I had broke last week and I've been dealing with that. So what I have is a CD player is plugged into the DAC using coaxial, 1 RCA line going to the DAC. Okay, I have my box back in the corner over there. You can't see it. A my box for my internet. I have that has optical out. I have the optical of that going to the DAC, plugged into the back of the DAC. The DAC is plugged in with 2 RCAs into the integrated amplifier. My Wharfendale subwoofer is plugged in to the amp using 1 RCA. Okay, so very simple hooking up. It took me less than 5 minutes to hook it all up. The sound is unbelievable. It is better than my Sony. The bass is way punchier. The sound stage is unbelievable. I've had a couple of people ask me, well, why don't you do a sound test? Well, because I don't have the proper microphone to do a real good sound test. Okay? And that is the reason why I don't get too much into the sound tests of these receivers, because you really can't tell. Everybody's ears are different. The microphone sucks in this camera. So this is what we got to work with. So take my advice. Go check this amp out if you can. I highly recommend it. I am in love with the sound. The sound stage is beautiful. Channel separation is excellent. And talk about power. Holy smokes. It only consumes 40 watts. And consuming that 40 watts, I have so much headroom with power. It's unbelievable. Let's try turning it up a little bit. Hold on, I gotta find the right remote. This remote. Oh, by the way, what am I vaping on? My Altum Zeteki Malevolent. I love this mod. A juice I just made. Well, it just finished aging. I made it 2 weeks ago. This is Fruit Loops. I added a little bit of strawberry and sweet cream to it. Masarap. I waited 2 weeks to age it. Not steeping, aging. Steeping is what you do with tea. This is aged like wine. Okay, so you let it sit for a couple weeks. All the nicotine and the flavors combined. You don't have to wait so long. If you have a mix that has a lot of cream in it, then you need to let it steep 2 or 3 weeks. This has got very little bit of cream in it, and after 2 weeks, I couldn't wait any longer. It tastes delicious. It's very good. Matter of fact, let me have a vape now. You see my Led Zeppelin CD I picked up. Masala. Very good juice. Okay, enough of that. Let's turn it up a little bit. Oh, commercial. You gotta be kidding me. There we go. We get away from it. Now, I found with the SMSL devices, you need to have the remote straight on. If you're off to an angle or if you're in a funky position, the remote will not work. That's not even halfway. And that's outrageously loud. That's outrageously loud. Now remember, it's going through my DAC. It's going from my box to my DAC to the integrated amplifier. And both having the blue display, they look sharp. In my opinion, I love the blue. It looks really nice. And I tell you, it does crank. A lot of headroom on this amp. I'm very happy with it. I have my Sony's been retired. If you saw real quick, you saw my new speakers. I have some new speakers. They had a little bit of cabinet damage on the very bottom of the speaker. And me having OCD, it drove me crazy. So I sent them to the Speaker Jesus, Boston Albert. I'll do a video on him and the speakers when they arrive. I'm not going to tell you what kind they are, but if you just looked real quick and paused it, you would probably know what the speakers are. Now I sent them just the cabinets. I took the speakers out. Makes them way less, and I don't have to worry about the speakers being damaged on La La Move. I bubble wrapped the hell out of the two cabinets and sent it to him, and he's repairing them as we talk. So that will be a video after the missions. The missions I've been very happy with. I tell you what, they're very good speakers. Very good speakers. Anyways, back to this integrated amp. Very happy with the sound. Very happy with volume. The headroom. The sound is excellent. Sound stage is very good. Let me see if I get away with playing a little bit of the CD. We'll play 10 seconds of the CD. Let me see here. Is that it? I can't see. I gotta put my glasses on. That's what happens when you get old. You can't see nothing. CD player not working. Why is the CD player not working? Maybe I gotta change the input. There we are. The new Judas Priest. Alright, enough of that. I love the new Judas Priest. It sounds excellent. Very good. Let's go back to the copyright-free music before I get this video taken down. There we are. As you noticed, I have to turn the volume up a little bit higher with the YouTube because it's not as good of a quality as a CD player. But it sounds great running through that SK10. I can't tell you how very much I love that SK10 DAC. It's a big night and day difference between the old decks that I was using but long ago. The cheap deck I bought for 500 peso was trash. So spend a little money and you'll be very happy. Believe me, very happy. Excellent volume control. No problem with the volume control. Even the DAC has a volume control. And I have no problem with that, see? But you need to be aimed straight on. If you're down here, let me see here. If you're down near the floor, nothing. Oh, there's a little signal. I'm pushing, nothing. You get head on, the remote works. It's a nice bonus having a remote for the DAC and a remote for the integrated amplifier is really nice. I'm very happy. I could not recommend this. It's Christmas time. It's a heck of a time. Look at the setup. It looks beautiful. I have so much space now. No overcrowding, nothing. The Sony is sitting on the floor here. I'm going to put it on Facebook Marketplace and Carousel here in the Philippines. So if anybody wants to pick up my old Sony, check it out online or contact me in the comments. You guys have any questions? Feel free to leave a comment and I'll get right back to you. In one of my next videos, the next video is going to be the Mission speakers. But after that, I'm going to do a whole rundown on the whole system, what I paid for the subwoofer, the DAC, the amplifier, the CD player, and the speakers. I'm waiting for the speakers to get back from Boss Nelbert, and then we'll do that. Plus a bonus of doing a review on the new speakers. They're not new speakers, but they're new to me. And I've always wanted these speakers. And being Budget Bob, I haven't been able to buy them until I came across a deal, which I did, and I grabbed them. So, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you found it informative. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll get right back to you. I appreciate and I love you guys for watching. I apologize for not being on the camera, but I'm really not confident in my position right now to do that. You guys have a wonderful week. Take care of yourself. Be safe. And thank you for watching. Salamat po for watching. You guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys later. See you in the future. See you. I'm sorry, I'm back. I forgot to mention and show you the Christmas tree. Hey, hooking this up. Make sure you hook up all your RCAs, your optical, your coaxial, anything else that you're hooking up to the unit first. Then plug it in. Always do the power last. Okay? And don't forget to don't forget the switch at the back of the unit. Turn it on. You'll hook it all up, you plug it in, you hit the remote, it don't work. I got a defective unit. No, you forgot to turn the power switch on the back, okay? So, don't forget that, you guys, and enjoy. Here is the Christmas tree I decorated, my Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And I tried to do something with my acoustics, as you could tell, because it does sound better in here. I hung a blanket up on the wall. And if you have a blanket or curtains or anything to fabric you put up on the wall, it will help with the sound. Okay, I have something else coming that we're going to be doing a video on the acoustic. I'm picking up some acoustic tiles, and I'll show you where to place them, how to place them, and how to make them work for you. Okay, that will be in a much future video. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I'll see you in the future. See ya.